got to turn my headlights off and navigation lights on. Then I have to turn on my propeller by pulling a lever on my left, which mechanically connects the prop shaft to the drive shaft, like putting a car into four-wheel drive. Say a quick prayer. Gonna honk my horn, need you to quack. Here we go, super size! Please work, please work, please work, please work, please work. Did it work? Awesome. As I go onto this little bridge here, I'm gonna honk my horn again. And do me a favor, please. Pay no attention to all the different colored paint on the wood to your left. We have a lot of new drivers this year. Welcome to the Charles River, everybody. Jade. Can't believe this thing still works. Unbelievable. Just want to get a better look at you guys. See what I've been dealing with here a little bit. Whoa! What's up? You guys want to know something? You're good looking people. You are. You're all normal in the face. I appreciate that. Thank you. Now, you guys have no idea. There's nothing worse than dragging ugly people around the city to ruin your whole night. So thank y'all for taking the extra time. You look good. Now, the Charles over here was named by and for King Charles I. He actually named it when he was just a little boy. Do you guys remember Pocahontas? Remember John Smith? Well, he made a lot of maps in the area. And he brought the maps back to England with him, and he showed the maps to the king. And the king showed one of the maps to his little son Charles, and he said, "Son, you can name anything you want on this map after whatever you want." So little Charles looked at the map and said, "Daddy, I want to name the biggest thing I can find on the map after myself." And the biggest thing on the map he could find was the Charles River, which he then named after himself. Now, he, of course, later became king and then was beheaded eventually. Which is interesting because every year we have a big boat race, a big regatta on the Charles River called the Head of the Charles. And I don't know if there's some sort of weird morbid connection there. But I am pretty sure most of you guys have probably come across the classic rock and roll song on your travels to our city by a group called the Standells. It goes something like, well, I love that dirty water. Wow, Boston, you're my home. Maybe you haven't heard it. Wait a minute. Anybody want to guess what the dirty water is that song was referring to? It's the lovely Charles River that we're floating in right now. Now, for many, many years, there were no such things as environmental laws to protect bodies of water like the Charles River. So factories would dump stuff into it. There was sewage runoff from the city. It got so nasty that it got to the point that you couldn't swim in it, you couldn't fish out of it, even the migratory birds stopped coming to the area. It was no good. Now back in 1995, though, we decided to do something about this. A group was formed called the Charles River Watershed Association. And they worked very closely with the Department of Conservation and Recreation to get some laws passed to protect the river. Now, when this project was started back in 1995, the Environmental Protection Agency started giving us an annual grade on the quality of the water in the Charles River. Now, the initial grade they gave us was a D. Last year, they gave us a B+. They also announced that the Charles River is currently the cleanest urban river in the United States. It's fishable again, it is swimmable again, the birds have all come back, so we've come a long way. We're pretty proud of that fact. Give these guys a quack, super size. Now, this little canal we're driving through is actually the lock of the old Charles River Dam. This is how boats used to get from the harbor to the river while still maintaining the desired water level of the river. Now, this is no longer in use. We have a new dam and a new set of locks further downriver, but as you look on your left here, you can see one of the old giant steel lock doors that would slide out from the left to the right to close off this end of the lock. Pretty cool turn-of-the-century engineering, all been built back in 1908. And here we are in the old Charles River Basin. See the back, the Museum of Science on your right. Not a bad location for the Museum of Science, wouldn't you agree? Right on top of the old Charles River Dam. Now, the Museum of Science has a 99-year lease with the state of Massachusetts for the land on the dam, and they pay $1 a year. Can you believe it? I can't get Elise like that. I can do science. Whatever. Oh, I'm gonna look at the time. Well, this is it's a little awkward. But I'm a union man. And according to the union, I gotta take a break right now. Sometimes it happens. It's sort of strange times. Excuse me? Young man, will you do me a favor? Will you sit here for a little bit? No, I need your help. Seriously. No, come on. You can do this. Sit right there. And just take the wheel. And just drive a little bit. Is that cool? Awesome. Turn to your left. Keep going. Hold it right there. We gotta close this windshield or else I think we're gonna get very wet. It's kind of windy out. Actually, what's your name? Justin? Nice to meet you. Turn to your right. Keep going. Where are you from? Syracuse. Cool. Hold it right there. You're doing good. You ever driven up before? Neither have I. But, you know, so far so good, right? You're doing okay. Then turn to your left here. Keep going. Hold it just like that. I got a question. Anybody tell me what this big city is called here on your left? That's Boston. Good job. That's where you've been last hour. So if this Boston on your left, what's on your right? It's not Boston, it's Cambridge. Boston says city. So Boston left, Cambridge on your right. Turn to your right here a little bit. Hold it right there. That's good. Now this section of Cambridge here used to be very industrial, but these days it has sort of become like a hub of the biotech industry. A lot of big biotech firms, the headquarters over here, like Genzyme, Biogen, companies like that. Turn to your left here a little bit. Keep going. Hold it right there. Now this neighborhood on your left, this section of Boston here, is called the West End. It's the second oldest neighborhood in the city. Now it doesn't look that old though, because in the 60s, the whole West End was pretty much completely torn down and rebuilt in the name of urban renewal. Turn to your right. Keep going. Keep going. Excellent work, my man. Give him a round of applause. Thank you very much, young man. Thank you, Dustin. Appreciate it. Do you want to try this, young lady? Give it up here. Give this thing a shot. Oh. How are you? Good. What's your name? Jade? Nice to meet you. I'll take the wheel there. Now, you do me a favor. Will you turn the windshield wiper on for me? Look on the dashboard. See that big red button? Don't ever touch that. But next to that, though, see that knob that says, yeah, turn it. Turn it the other way. There you go. Thank you. I'm on the right there. You're doing good. Now, most of the large buildings on your left are part of the Massachusetts General Hospital, or MGH. Mass General was the very first hospital to ever record the use of ether as a medicine for surgery. Turn to your left. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. It was also the first hospital to ever use X-ray for medical purposes. Mass General Hospital was named the #1 hospital in the United States last year. Hold it right there. Keep your hands on the wheel. Now the bridge you see in front of us is called the Longfellow Bridge, named after the poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. If you look at the towers of the bridge, though, a lot of Bostonians know they like these towers to resemble giant salt and pepper shakers, so it's pretty common to hear this bridge referred to by the locals simply as the Salt and Pepper Bridge. You're pretty good at this. You have a natural touch. You're doing awesome. Turn to your left a little bit. Very nice work. Give Jane a round of applause. Thank you very much, young lady. Do you want to try this? Come on up here. How you doing? Good. What's your name? What? What is it? Jalynn? Nice to meet you. Did you guys do like a J thing? Gotcha. Turn to your left here. Hold it right there. You're doing good. Now, if you guys take a look on your left, you can see the beautiful gold dome of the State House up on Beacon Hill. Turn to your right. I love that gold dome. It's like the bling-bling of our skyline, like Boston's Gold Tooth, Boston's Grill. Now, during World War II, they actually painted that dome gray, so it wouldn't be an obvious target for a bomber. Turn to your right here a little bit. Hold it right there. Now, we want to go under the bridge and not through the bridge, okay, Jalynn? Have you ever played the game Operation? It's the same rules anyway. Just don't touch the sides. And turn to your left. A little bit more. There you go. Hold it right there for a second. Now go a little more to your left. There you go. That's good. Now go back to your right. Keep going. That's good. Hold it just like that. A little more to your right. Keep going. Hold it just right there. Perfect. You're really good. You're really good too. And turn to your left a little. Very nice work. Give her a round of applause, everybody. Thank you very much, everybody. I'll take over here a little bit and get through this traffic. You guys picked a pretty time to do this. It's really beautiful out here right now. Now, the park that runs along the Boston side of the Charles River, it's called the Esplanade. It's a very beautiful man-made park. Now, see that brown church steeple right near the shoreline here? Keep in mind where that is. I'm showing it to you more or less as a point of reference. Now, if you follow the shoreline from that church steeple all the way off to the right, you can see those bright lights over there? Those bright lights are in Fenway Park, the oldest ballpark in Major League Baseball, built in 1912 for the Red Sox. Now, the Citco sign is also over there, the big sign with the big red triangle on it. Everything that is in between the brown church steeple in front of us and the Citco sign over there on your right is the Back Bay Landfill Project. So all those buildings, all those trees, all that land, all of it is landfill.